We've always got to have that critical thinking. So it's all great using AI, but actually you're responsible for the output. Hi there and welcome to From Ideas to Results. I'm going to be diving into all the things happening in the world of AI, specifically for digital marketing teams. And I wanted to show a cool tool that we've been using, and I can't recommend it enough. If you haven't been using it, the tool is Notebook LM. It's from Google. So if you've got the Google Workspace, you will have access to this for free. And I'm just going to quickly dive in and show you some of the cool features. So this is the screen that you're going to see when you first kind of start. And what you can do is you can create a new notebook. And when you're greeted with that, you can now populate that with any sources that you would like. And in true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I made earlier. Now I'm working a lot on NAN, which is a workflow automation tool, which is very cool. And what you can do is you can drop in loads of sources. So these are a whole load of YouTube videos that I've been looking at and learning from and developing kind of ideas from this. Now, what it will do is essentially that is now your knowledge base, and you can then ask questions like, what is the start point for a beginner in NAN? Now it will then use the material that I've pre-prepared, so all those documents on the left hand side, and it will then find some answers based on the content that's there. And you can use this for Google Docs, you can use this for presentations, and you can use this for PDFs, or you can just copy and paste text. So if the file's not kind of right. The limitation is numbers. I wouldn't recommend using it for Google Sheets. It does struggle with that simply because it doesn't know the context of the numbers. It doesn't know what this number means in relation to this one. So that is something I would just be wary of. And as you can see, it provides quite an interesting answer based on all of that. Now, what's more, and this is my favorite thing, you have a whole series of tools over this side here, which have now got custom instructions. But if I wanted to create a video overview, so it will take all of the sources that are currently selected, which is 72, and it will create a video or overview, which will essentially be a narrated presentation that has lots of different slides that talks about it. You can also have an audio overview. Now, this is my favorite. You just click that button, and 5 to 10 minutes later, you will have a full audio overview, which in this case will be done in the style of a podcast with two people talking through the subject matter. But you can also have a brief, a critique, a debate. So loads of options. And again, mind maps, and you can do reports and do flashcards, all of them very, very cool, very, very useful. We use this a lot to get up to speed. So if a client's coming on board and giving us lots of information, sometimes it's quite a lot, quite hard to sort of really sift through that and get the key bits. This tool does a very, very good job of doing that, and also creating those audio overviews so that you can listen to that. For me, this is amazing. I find loads of random content, and I'm a big podcast fan, and I will download those podcasts on my phone. It has a companion mobile phone app as well, so you can essentially press the buttons here and then download the files on your phone and listen to that offline. And it's a fantastic way to kind of get up to speed with some really complicated topics. If you found that useful, do reach out. Loads of stuff that we've been exploring, and happy to share our findings. And again, I'd love to hear feedback to find out if that was useful. One of the things, just to kind of follow on with, the biggest challenges that we're seeing with AI in the general client base and the conversation right now isn't just the technology. The technology is in itself moving very fast, and that is absolutely one challenge. But one of the biggest challenges that's often not really talked about is the skills and the ability to onboard this into your business. So it's all very well having ChatGPT, but how are you onboarding that? How are you bringing your entire business? How are you trying to increase the AI literacy of the team in the process? And I think some of the things that we need to talk about are the skills. So we talk about curiosity is a really important skill to have, because there is no one size fits all right now. Okay, what works today may not be working the same way tomorrow, or be obsolete, or essentially a better tool. So we've got to be curious, constantly finding what's happening next. We've always got to have that critical thinking. So it's all great using AI, but actually you're responsible for the output. And we talk to our teams a lot about they are the driver in control, and AI is the co-pilot. It's there to assist and support, and not necessarily be the final outcome. And finally, agility. So something there is really just about that things, we have to adapt, we have to move forward, we have to find new ways of doing it. A lot of the time in businesses, we all like to create processes to say, do this, then do this, then do this, because we get a consistent outcome, and it helps our team to know what they're required to do and ultimately get that best outcome. The world of AI is going to sort of flip that, because actually this middle step might be one tool that might be ChatGPT, but actually the week after it might be that Google Gemini is the better tool to use. So we need to be open to that change in that process to get the best outcome. So looking for people and developing and encouraging agility is going to be essential. So if that's of use, and again, you want to explore that topic around the skills and tools and structure of your team going forward, like what does that look like? We are running an event on the 16th of October, which is part of our marketing leadership series, talking about My Boss Hired a Bot, and exploring all those conversations around what skills the team need to use, what should you be looking to do, get the best out of AI and make it actually meaningful and useful. So that's it from me. I hope you found that useful. Do check out our socials, our website, and we'll see you again next time.